this is wild, guys. Before you do TB tests or police clearance, guys, make sure you have an employer. Don't do these things without having an employer. It is a waste of money because at the end of the day you still have to do it again, guys. Plans are established by seeking advice. If you wage war, obtain guidance. Proverbs 20:18. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you've seen this beautiful face for the first time, you're definitely welcome. Actually, I have a lot of subscribers actually. So yeah, for my new subscribers, thank you guys so much, so much for following me on this Japa journey. Honestly, I don't take any of your love for granted. For my OGs, thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. Please, before you continue watching, make sure you click the like button so that way this video can reach a wider audience, and that way you're helping me to grow. And without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Guys, I've gotten a lot of questions, and don't think I am ignoring you guys. I do 9 to 5, and you know, doing 9 to 5, only have weekends, just Saturdays honestly, because Sundays I go to church and I come back really late. So yeah, trying to combine everything and filming as well, and plus my tripod thingy, what a screw to my tripod. I left it in Nigeria. Thankfully they found it, and then, you know, hopefully I get it very soon. But yeah, so I've gotten a lot of questions, guys. Some about COS, some about, you know, processing and all the good stuff, and I am here today to answer all your questions. So make sure to grab your pen, your paper, some drinks, water, popcorn, and let me start answering your questions. Okay, so the first question I got says, please, do I need English test to apply for healthcare job in the UK? And please, how can someone get sponsorship for the UK healthcare job? So yes, of course you need English test, only if you've studied in the UK before. Because I, for one, if you watched my previous vlogs, you would know that I lived in the UK for a couple of years before I came back to Nigeria. So yeah, I did secondary school and I did college, so I just used my secondary school results as my proof of English. But if you are not like me, you need to do, I think it's SELT, so SELT. That's what it's on gov.uk website. So I'm going to leave the knowledge of English under the description box below, the link that will take you directly to gov.uk. And as well, another way you can get past you know, not writing an English the SELT exam or IELTS exam is if you can do ECTIS. I think it's called ECTIS now, but before it's previously called NARIC. So that's like evaluation of results. So you submit your undergrad, then you also get proof of English proficiency letter from your university. I don't know about any other like OND or HND, but I know about BSc. Definitely they do for BSc. So it takes like 24 or 48 hours, and it can take longer depending on the payment plan you want to do. So once you're able to find an employer, they would, you know, sort out the processing for you, and that's how to get sponsorship. You know, just apply for jobs. And yeah, so I might do another video on like step processing of, you know, how to get sponsorship. So I don't want this video to be too long. Then someone else said, your story is interesting, it would be insightful to understand why you went to Nigeria in the first place. Apologies if you have a video on it I missed. No, I don't have a video on it. So basically I lived in the UK for 5 going to 6 years, and I came back to Nigeria. Visa was denied based on tier 1 visa, which is to join my dad. So the visa was denied, and that's how I found myself in Nigeria for like a lot of years. Someone else said, somebody should please give me a clue. I'm so confused about everything. I am a healthcare worker. Please, where do I start from? So you need to start by applying for jobs. I would recommend Indeed. No, that's where a lot of people, even in the UK, apply for jobs. So go on Indeed. If you're already a healthcare worker, then it helps, but you know, already have a certificate you can use. So where you start from is just basically applying for jobs. It's as easy as that. And once you're able to get an employer, That's it. Like, you don't need to do anything else. You know, some will sponsor you, and some would ask you to pay for sponsorship. So yeah, so this person said, hi, congratulations, how long did your COS take to get to you? So guys, my COS took just a day. I know it's that fast. I know some people are like, oh, I've been waiting for like 4 months. Honestly, trust me, it's not COS. Like, working now, I know, like, you know, why COS is taking longer. So yes, my COS took just 1 day, literally. So another person said, hi Tammy, were you questioned at the VI or you just submitted your documents? So you don't do any interview when you go for your biometrics. You just take all the necessary documents with you. I just went in there, did my biometrics, my fingerprint, everything, and then just left. So one said, congratulations, what is COS? So COS is certificate of sponsorship. Congratulations, can you write out your confession? Okay, so I'll write out my confession in the description box below, so make sure to check on that. But basically the most common one is grace, this is my story. I have a testimony with my name attached to it. Grace started it, Grace will finish it. I live in Grace residential area. The most common word I will hear this year is congratulations. But if you want more, I can list it down below, or just message me on Instagram and I will write it down for you. This person said, hi, I'm also a healthcare assistant. I have done my TB test, police clearance, and IELTS. So I'm just looking for company agencies that offers tier 2 visa sponsorship so that I can apply. Please, if you know any agency or hospital or care home I can apply to, please can you help a sister out? Guys, this is wild. First of all, you need an employer that is ready to sponsor you before you do these other things. Maybe I will do like a step-by-step processing. Let me know if you guys want that video, a step-by-step processing on how to go about all these things. But you need to have an employer that is ready to sponsor you to the UK or to Canada or to America or wherever. So sis, you need to have someone that's ready to sponsor you to the UK. Employer's address has to be on your TB test, and I believe police clearance as well. Even if not police clearance, but at least you need an address in the UK where you're going to on your police clearance. So you doing that is basically a waste of money, and in this economy where we are, like 57,800 or 500 is no joke. It's not small money. And even police clearance as well is not small money. Police clearance expires in 3 months. TB test expires in 6 months. So what if you don't get an employer? God forbid, I pray you do. But what if you don't get an employer within the space of 3 or 6 months? Then you have to start over again. It makes no sense. So please make sure you already have an employer that's ready to sponsor you before you do these things, okay? And then I will link as well in the description box below. There are some YouTubers that are, you know, the focus of the channel is about helping people that wants to come to the UK with, you know, they put out information of employers that are ready to sponsor, blah blah blah, this and that and everything. So I will leave some of them that I know in the description box below, so make sure to check that. And yeah, so another person said, please, how can I get COS? How can you be of help? Guys, go on Indeed, apply for jobs, care jobs, whatever job of your interest, and then once you get an employer, they'll be able to sponsor you. So someone said, can you share with us your experience at point of entry at the UK border? So guys, honestly, this was interesting. So when I got there, there weren't like much people. I believe I got there on a Sunday. Yeah, I think I got there on a Sunday. So when I, you know, got there, there were like obviously different people at different stands. So there was this man, I was pretty sure, I was pretty convinced that he was Nigerian. So I was like, God, I don't want to go to this Nigerian man, or let him not be asking me jam questions, you know. And God said, no, you're going there, okay? So I went to the man, and the questions he asked me was just like, are you married? Do you have like who at home? Where are your parents? So, you know, just basic questions. Do I have an experience with care before? What my major was, what I studied in university. So yeah, I just basically told him that, oh, that I have like my older brothers back in Nigeria, my parents, my mom and my dad, they're in the UK, and no, I don't have kids, I'm not married, And I told him that no, I did obviously mass communication in uni. I don't have experience, but I have taken courses in health and care, which obviously I was like, okay, do you want to see my certificates and stuff? And he said no, that no worries and everything. And then at the end of it, man was just like, oh, where in Nigeria are you from? I'm like, I'm from Ekiti. And he was like, oh, I'm from Lagos. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I don't want to go to him because I was so scared, guys. Like, you know, that's why whatever you need, you're doing, make sure it's legit. The question they asked me might not be the question they will ask you as well. Bear in mind that I am not a new immigrant. Like, I've been in the UK before and stuff, and everything, literally everything is on your record. Like, they will put it out, they will see all your information. But that's basically it. Wasn't anything stressful. They didn't ask me about proof of funds, because even if they asked me, I still have my money in my account. And yeah, they didn't they asked me as well my employer's address. They asked my employer's name as well. So guys, make sure you know a few of these things in your head. They asked about my home address as well, where I would be. So you know, everything was sorted, because I mean, my parent and my sibling is here, so everything was pretty much sorted. So that was the only thing they asked me at the point of entry. Yeah, so another person said, where exactly in Lagos did you do your TB test? You can do TB tests in any hospital, but if you're traveling to the UK or to the US or Canada or Australia or whatever, anything that has to do with immigration and you have to do TB test, there's only two places, which is Abuja, and there's Ikeja as well. Ikeja GRA, I think, is number 1 Isaac John Street. Guys, I know this place because I've gone there like 3 times now. The place is number 1 Isaac John Street, Ikeja GRA. So that's where I did my TB test. So another person said, hi, is there an issue if the address on a TB test certificate is different from the employer's address on COS? I don't think so, because I would think that the address on your TB test is the address where you're going to be staying in the UK, and that's where they need, because they do need the address where you'll be staying in the UK. Your employer's address on COS, I mean, your employer are the one getting the COS for you, not yourself. So they already have, like, they would request for all your details in the first place, and then they were able to do your COS for you. So there's no issue with that. Another question, how much is priority? So priority visa is £250, super priority is 9 something pounds, which makes 0 sense, because why is priority 250 and super priority 900 something pound? Because I would think that priority should be 250 and super priority, like, you know, double the price. But whatever, it's, I mean, someone else said, congratulations, girl. Thank you, girl. Please, can I walk into any station for the police clearance, or is it online registration like TV? You can go to a police station, maybe the head command or command something police station, I don't know, and they can request the police clearance for you, but it will take like say 2 weeks for you to get it. As of if you go to Lagos, so it's at Ikoyi. I went to Ikoyi to do mine, so it's the registry, criminal registry, something, and I got it within an hour. Literally, it's that simple. It's not something that is long or something that is difficult. So all you need to do is, you know, have your details, have your money. Have your money. Money is important, okay? To do TB tests and to do police clearance, especially that police clearance, money is important. You need your money, okay? You need ego to do it. So you have to go there. It's not an online thing. I mean, you would think that it should be able to do it online, but you have to go to the place to get it done if you want it very fast. Another person said, congrats, thanks, girl. Please, do you need TB test result and police clearance before your visa interview? Guys, there's no visa interview, you're just doing your biometrics. And yes, you do need your TB test and police clearance. I mean, it's different if you're doing student visa. For student visa, you don't need police clearance, but for work visa, you do need your police clearance, because they need to see if you've committed a crime before they allow you into their country, because I mean, you're going to be taking care of people. So yeah, you do need your police clearance and your TB test before your visa. Biometrics, not interview, biometrics. Someone else said, did you get your COS before TB test and police clearance? No, you do need your TB test and police clearance to apply for COS. They're going to take your documents to the Home Office, not take it directly, but, you know, send it to them online, and they need to be able to know that, you know, you don't have any criminal record, you don't have tuberculosis. So someone else said, congratulations there, God has done you well. The grace is speaking for me too. You will hear my testimony. Please, what's the name of your church? I love your church. Okay, so first of all, thank you so much. I actually go to a CSC church, guys. but I have attend Harvesters online. So there's a Harvesters Church on YouTube. So just type Harvesters Church on YouTube, it will come up. And as well, on Instagram, Bolaji ID, we do morning prayers from 6:30 to like 8 o'clock. So thank you. Your hair is so nice. Where in Ibadan is a salon, please? So I got it done in I'm trying to remember, Okeado. So I think it's called tresses something. You can just message me on Instagram and then I will leave the link. Obviously not this one, because I've taken it out, guys. I've taken it out. Hi Temi, did you have to volunteer at a care home or hospital in Nigeria? I did not volunteer. I did obviously care courses online. So obviously, you know, you have to do interview as well. I did an interview with my employer and I told them that I don't have any experience, but if you have the skills, you can apply that. And then if you've done like training as well, that would really help. So yeah. So the next question says, what was your CV like if you didn't have prior experience? I did training, and then once I was done with the training, I was able to add the training certificates and, you know, all those things on my CV. So pretty much right now I have training certificates and stuff, and so that's what my CV is like, you know. The next person said, please tell me, can you share your story about having to be in Nigeria so long before relocation? Again, if there's any refusal earlier, before you were given your visa, can you talk about it as well? So I had a previous visa refusal, which was like in 2010, and like once I didn't bother applying for, you know, visa again since then. Not like I didn't, but I mean, like after I graduated in like 2014, I wanted to go for masters, but money was the issue as at then. I would say money was always the issue and stuff and everything, because there were like so many things going on. My brother was in uni, like so many projects that we're trying to do, and you know, 20-something thousand pounds is a lot of money. Okay, it's a lot of money. If it's not money, some of them were asking me for previous visa, for previous immigration history, which obviously I don't even have it anymore, because like 10 years was like so long, or 12 years actually. So eventually I was able to get, you know, COS, and that was not a problem. So yeah, I did have like previous visa refusal, and that was not an issue because I was like 12 years ago, and it wasn't even my own fault. The fault came from, you know, my parents and stuff, and not me. When I was filling out the information, I was still underage as well. I was underage pretty much, so they couldn't hold anything against me because I was pretty much underage. Yeah, so someone said, where in the UK do you stay and what is the cost of living in that area like? So I stay in Croydon, that's South London, and the cost of living in the UK generally is crazy, but in London is even more, because apartments are expensive. You know, food keeps increasing every day. I mean, the onions I bought for like 95p the other day was like £1.30. The croissant I was buying for like 45p increased as well. So I mean, things keeps increasing, but that's not to say it's just in the UK. I mean, it's everywhere. In Nigeria, like you guys can see like how the price of rice skyrocketed and everything. So it's not just the UK. Cost of living everywhere, to be honest, is mad, but cost of living in London is, you know, really crazy as well. So someone else said, did you fill out the application yourself or you use an agent? I filled out my application myself. I did not use any agent whatsoever. So someone else said, hi Tammy, is IELTS compulsory for Nigerians applying for jobs in the UK? You need to do IELTS if you're applying for jobs in the UK, even if you're I was going to say student visa as well, but then I do realize that, you know, for student you can use a WAEC result. But yeah, you can do either NARIC or ECTIS. NARIC and ECTIS is basically the same thing, or write IELTS. So that's pretty much all the questions I got. The other questions are the ones I will do separately, which is like, you know, the step-by-step processing and the cost of, you know, each processing. So I will do that one separately because my battery is really low right now. So guys, if you've watched up to here and you're yet to subscribe, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and also like this video. It's really going to help me out, you know, like this video so I can reach a wider audience. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video, because I really want to see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay easy breezy and beautiful. Bye. Today I don't want nobody to keep my matter killing. For this life out there, I want to